Today has been one of those what the fuck days when you just say, hey, so much weird shit is happening to me today. What the fuck? No, really. I keep eating things and I'm not getting full. Like, I'm feeling that bloatingness, but mentally, it's not happening. Like, when you feel full, you're like, I want to stop eating. And the only time that happens is if you consume high fructose corn syrup because it makes it so you can't get full. It turns off the part of your brain that says, I'm full, so you can just keep eating in excess. Nothing I've eaten today besides ice cream. That was the only bad thing, and it happened before ice cream. Like, all of today I felt itchy and energetic. And I ate, and I swear it has to do with the weather, but I ate 4 Milano cookies. I had half a tub of ice cream. I'm eating this right now, which is at least 400 to 600 calories, maybe more. No, more, because I mixed butter, olive oil, and coconut oil together, and the bread absorbed it. I had that. I had 4 carrots so far today, so that's like 200 calories. Carrots are like 50 calories each carrot, I'm pretty sure. I've had one of my DNA bars, which is healthy in every way. I have not shit once today, which for me isn't normal. I mean, my shitting rate is usually in the morning or 2 days. Like, I could eat 10 carrots and I would shit a mountain the next day. But sometimes it takes 2 days, and then I worry. I'm like, oh no, I'm not fucking healthy anymore. But I am. I am healthy. I am. What have I changed in my life so far? Hitting my pineal gland with a brick. That's what I've changed. Because if it can strengthen my body, then why wouldn't it strengthen my pineal gland? Let me do that from this side. I hope that shows up as like a thumbnail. I love that. What I eat for breakfast? I ate chicken for breakfast with barbecue sauce and it was pre-seasoned. I just warmed it up. Then at 11 I had the ice cream. At about 12 to 1 I had the DNA bar. But I didn't just have ice cream. I mixed glutamine and whey protein, just plain whey, nothing else, just plain, with the ice cream, and I used rice milk, which is the best tasting milk you will ever drink. Slightly sweetened, but it's delicious and healthier than normal milk. Because you don't want to know how normal milk is created. So I had meat today. I had lots of fat from the milkshake, from especially this, from mixing butter, coconut oil, which is filled with fat, and olive oil, which is also fat. So I got my protein in, I got my fats in, especially fats, but I didn't stop being all itchy and dry skin like until I ate the Milano cookies. Sugar is what made me stop it being itchy. And it's processed sugar, so I'm just like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense, because I had ice cream and that didn't help me. Milano cookies are the secret. So then I thought, hey, maybe it's carbs, because I read on the internet that your skin, you can be dehydrated and your skin can be itchy and dry if you don't have enough carb intake. I present to you insulin. Carbs will create insulin, which slowly digests the protein. So it's good to have bread before bed. That rhymed. Because you'll produce insulin, not too much bread. It will produce insulin, and then you have protein with it, and you work out at night. So then your body's recovering better because the protein is being absorbed slower, not right away, just at one time. Brilliant. But if you're a fucking fat ass, sorry about that, and you just eat bread, no protein, no exercise, you're just going to be bloated all the time. Especially if you drink soda with it, you're asking for suicide. You're asking for it. The reason my step-grandpa stays physically healthy, not mentally all that much, but the reason he stays physically healthy is because, one, he fixes things. He does plumbing like crazy around the house. He fixes things all the time. He does physical things. He gardens. He does all the things my grandma's supposed to do, like gardening and taking care of the dogs, but she's too lazy to, and she doesn't care about those things. So she doesn't. So that's one reason he stays physically fit, because there's mental fit and there's physically fit. I prefer to be both. He works in the sun a lot. A lot. So he gets a lot of sunlight, and he does the smart thing. He does not shower for like a week, so the vitamin D and the nutrients from the sun get absorbed into your body. The grandparents I live with are the typical two old people that you see at every party that are going, "What? You're not listening." Then they say the other one says something, "What? You never listen to me. What?" They're those two old people that just go, "Huh? What?" And they're just getting worse. So, what I really want to do is just like freaking, this is something I'm not going to do, but it would be a cool thing to do. Got it? Got it? Good. Save up the assistance money that I'm applying for. Well, they give me like $250 a month. Save that up and buy a houseboat with it. Yes, buy a houseboat. Yeah, fuck, I would love that. And then, because if you buy a house while you're on it, you have to report it to them. Don't report it, buy the house with cash, and then keep getting the benefits. So you buy yourself food, you can do a bunch of things, and you'll have a houseboat, which you won't really have to pay that much on. In fact, houseboats aren't that expensive, to be honest, especially the area in which you buy them. We went to a really cool houseboat that one time. It's weird because you feel movement on the floor. My uncle, my aunt's husband, hate each other. They hate each other. But anyways, it was probably one of the most awkward experiences of my life. there was I want to say 12-year-old blonde girl there. You know how when a girl or boy, they go through puberty, and you can tell that they're going through puberty. You can tell that they're like young adults, and then there's the like kid who's 12 or 13, where her hormones or his hormones are out of whack, and they still look like little kids. Still looking like a little kid. This girl was staring at me, smiling. I'm like, chick. At that time, I was 20. I'm like, chick, you're like 8 years younger than me. I mean, girls in their 12 to 14s, especially 14 and 16-year-olds, are fucking, I'm going to say this, they're fucking horny as shit. It's because their hormones are raging like crazy. And honestly, I've seen so many more slutty 14-year-olds than I have adults. Like, literally, they are fucking slutty as hell. I'm not afraid to admit that. There was one when I was in Los Gatos with my friend, wanting to apply for a hotel job. This girl with her family was sucking on a lollipop, and she stared at me, and she went, like, she sucked the lollipop harder, and she winked at us, like both of us, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that girl is trouble. Like, wow. Whoever says that, I mean, it's only in our country. It feels like it's only in our country that a 14-year-old cannot have sexual relations with an older guy is retarded. It depends how they're wired. It depends how fast the girl or boy develops. Like, if they know what they're doing, then I don't see it as wrong. If they were just innocent young kids, then stay away. But if they know what they're doing, they know how they're acting, I don't see why it's illegal. It's not in other countries. Because other countries are smarter than us. And they say, hey, that chick is hornier than my 27-year-old wife or something, my 27-year-old girlfriend. This girl wants to have sex way more. As you get older, you learn that it's not just about sex. Some guys never realize that. I mean, sex is fun, but I try not to have it because it can create a child. I will not have children until I'm about 49 to 50. It's a good age range. And I'm never getting married. I've learned from the mistakes of family members, other people. No. Marriage is a choice, and it's a pressure thing. Your family wants you to get married. Your friends want you to get married because they're getting married. And you see how happy they are? They aren't. I believe that if I don't have any stress in my life from a relationship or a marriage, especially a marriage, I'll live longer. Honestly, it might just be this area that I live in, the Bay Area. I'm not afraid to admit that it's probably just this area where the people are so snotty, stuck up, yet I've seen old couples fight. Only the people from the 50s, probably the 40s if they're still alive, stay together and just tolerate each other. They don't really like each other. They do a little bit, but some of them don't want to be together. The only reason is because back then, in that time, the social norm was to get married, get a car, have a family, get a house. But now that's all changing. We have options. We think with our own brains. Things are changing rapidly. Just saying, change goes with 2016. Change is a beginning.